What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here from Muscle Serpents Daily, and it's Thursday morning, and I'm in my little orchard here with all my beautiful fruits and my honeybell oranges that are starting to turn orange. Actually, this is my grapefruit tree. I got a grapefruit from it the other day. These obviously are not ready to go yet, but they're getting close. Let's come over here to my honeybell orange tree. Here's my beautiful honeybell orange tree, which I got some oranges turning orange. That's when you can eat them. Yummy! Yeah, I got a lot of fruit ripening here. I got snakes hatching. I got avocados ready to be picked here. Should we pick this one? Look at that. What a beauty. What a beauty. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Now you put this in your house, and in about 3 days, this will be perfectly ripe. A lot of good monounsaturated fats in here, guys. And you know what? The snakes are hatching just like these avocados are ripening. So we're gonna go into the snake room, see what's going on. Today I'm gonna actually talk to you about mistakes that we make. Sometimes they turn out to be great ones, sometimes they turn out to be disasters. I'm gonna talk about a disaster probably next week. But this week I'm gonna talk about a small mistake I made that actually turned into a Christmas Day present. Stay tuned, I'll see you inside. So here's the story, here's what happened. I got this champagne female. She was like an adult already. I bought her from Garrick the Meyer. Brought her home. 3 weeks after I had her, she laid a clutch of eggs. I asked Garrett if he remembered what male he might have put her with. He did. It was a hypo something or another, because I produced champagnes and mimosas. So I found out that this champagne that I bought was actually a champagne het hypo, 100%, which was great. That was a little extra bonus plan, right? And I produced a bunch of really nice babies. Sold every one of them off. Okay, and then I attempted to breed her the following year, which didn't happen. And then this coming year, I put her with a male for like a week or something like that. And then I decided I was going to breed her to a banana hypo to produce some banana hypo champagnes, which I thought would be really cool. Flash forward now to my 5-egg clutch that just hatched recently. I did a little video for you guys on my daily and showed you some of the cool stuff I got. And then what happened was they shed. When animals shed, a lot of things happen. You start to see things that you didn't see initially. So you might get a clutch, you think, whoa, this is a good clutch. And then it sheds and it's not so good. But then you get other clutches that you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then things shed and you're like, wait a minute, what is going on here? That's what happened with this champagne het hypo's clutch. Let's take a look. So I got this female here that I was calling originally a champagne. I said, something just doesn't look normal about this thing. So I said, well, maybe it's a mimosa, a hypo champagne, because I knew that those were the odds given the male that I thought was the dad, the banana hypo. So that's what I called her, okay? But I'm like, this girl's got orange hair. She's like very enchi-ish looking to me. She doesn't really look hypo to me. Couldn't figure it out. Now, on shed, I really started seeing a lot more orange in her. And, you know, I just said to myself, something's not right here. The reduced head pattern, this looked like it looked enchi and an orange dream to me. But I put that on the back burner for a second. Then I saw this girl. Now this girl, I was convinced before shed she was absolutely hypo and absolutely, obviously, champagne. After she shed, I start seeing all these orange highlights everywhere. And I start seeing, once again, that enchious enhancer type look to her body. And just something, once again, got me going. But I still wasn't convinced and ready to make I was going to change my mindset about what was going on yet. I wasn't sold. I was still trying to rationalize the idea that the banana hypo was the father. Then this little girl shed out. Before she shed, she looked like a normal. I said, wow, I got a normal. Okay, whatever. After she shed, I'm like, wait a second. I said, wait a second. This is Orange Dream. all day long. And not only is Orange Dream, this is Orange Dream Enchi all day long. And I'm like, something is not right. Something is not right whatsoever. I turned her over. And let's see if I can do this with one hand. And I see train tracks. I'm like, wait a second, that's het pied markers. And then I realized there's no way that the father was a banana hypo. It must have been the snake that I sold that I put in with the female for like a week or two before I sold them off and before I sent them out. That was my super Enchi banana orange dream, possible yellow belly, 100% het pied, also possible het hypo. I sold that guy off, and that is the father. And that's where this orange dream Enchi is coming from, because he was super Enchi. All these babies have Enchi in them. This one definitely has orange dream in it, and this one's definitely 100% het pied. Well, I mean, there's no 100%. But when you see pied markers like that, you have to assume. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous animal. Now, obviously, all the females are non-bananas. The bananas are all males because of the sex-linked issue going on. We've talked about that in previous videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my science explanation of why the banana gene is sex-linked. Now, what I thought was a banana hypo champagne or banana mimosa now makes sense what this is. Now I look at this boy and I realize this is obviously a champagne. But it's banana, it's orange dream, it's Enchi, it might be yellow belly, and look at that, it's definitely het pied, because we know that champagne het pieds show pied markings. They actually look like pieds, or they have low expression pied. So a champagne het pied, for those of you who don't know, look like pieds. That explains everything, right? Look at this boy. How amazing. We got the champagne gene. We got the banana gene. We got the orange dream. We have the Enchi. It's 100% het pied, 50% het hypo. And I think this might be yellow belly too, to be honest with you. I mean, that is a powerhouse male. Wow. Looks great. I mean, the change he made from that first shed to now is just absolutely incredible. Once again, that's why you never discount anything. You always let the thing shed out a couple times, because that's when you really get a true read on what you got. And this guy is killer. And coming back to that original champagne that I originally showed you, now it makes sense. I think we have Orange Dream and Enchi in there. Well, we definitely have Enchi because the daddy was the father was super Enchi. I'm also looking right there. You see that little white spot? That's probably a pied marker. In the champagnes, once again, they express that pied in the het pied form. So I would say that's probably 100% het pied as well. So we probably have Orange Dream, Enchi, Champagne, 100% het pied, possible het hypo. Wow. The mysteries of ball python breeding. It's ironic, as I just wrapped up the filming of this video where I couldn't figure out what the father was, where I made a mistake, I got a phone call from Miguel at Always Evolving Pythons, my good friend over there. And he's like, you know what, Dave, I just hatched out these mandarins, and they look hypo to me. Can I send you some pictures and see what you think? I'm like, sure. And the funny thing was the mandarin wasn't het hypo that he knew of, and the father that he bred it to wasn't het hypo that he knew of. So you never know. There's so many genes floating around now out there that a lot of people forget sometimes to put the pos het this, pos het that, or they forget who the parent was. And so sometimes you get a very happy, unexpected surprise. And we love that because you know what? That's the mystery. Sometimes, if you know exactly what the parents are, you kind of know what you can possibly get. But when you get something completely off base that you have no idea, either it's a mistake or there was a floating gene in there, or sometimes it's a brand new gene that just spontaneously occurred in your collection. That's what I call a scratch-off lottery ticket. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great Thursday. We'll be back Friday morning as always. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends about it. Come on, man. We want more subscribers. The more subscribers I get, the more I want to do these videos. Make sure you turn on your notifications, hit that like button. See you back tomorrow.